The Story of Britain, A Journey Through Time. Have you ever wondered how Britain became the country it is today? From ancient stone circles to powerful kings and queens, from Viking invasions to world wars, from a mighty empire to a modern nation. In this video, we will take you on a journey through thousands of years, told in simple English. You'll learn about the people, the battles, the inventions, and the ideas that shaped British history. Whether you're a student, a history lover, or just curious, this story is for you. So sit back, relax, and let's explore. The Story of Britain, A Journey Through Time. A long time ago, Britain was not the country we know today. It was a land full of forests, rivers, and wild animals. People lived in small tribes and used stones to make tools. These early people hunted animals and gathered plants for food. They lived in caves or small huts made of wood and grass. Life was hard, but they learned how to survive. Around 3000 BCE, a group of people came to Britain and started building something amazing, Stonehenge. This circle of big stones is still standing today. No one knows exactly why they built it. Some say it was for the sun. Others say it was for religious reasons. But it shows that these people were smart and organized. Later, in 700 BCE, new people called the Celts came to Britain. They brought iron tools and new ways of farming. The Celts lived in hill forts and were ruled by chiefs. They had their own religion, art, and stories. They were brave fighters and often fought with each other. But their lives changed when new visitors came to the island. In 55 BCE, a man named Julius Caesar from Rome tried to invade Britain. He was a famous general. His army came across the sea, but the British tribes fought back. Caesar left without taking control. In 43 CE, the Romans came again, this time with a bigger army. They conquered the land and made Britain part of the Roman Empire. The Romans brought many changes. They built roads, towns, and baths. They introduced new food, clothes, and language. London, the capital of Britain today, started as a Roman town called Londinium. The Romans ruled for almost 400 years. But their empire became weak, and in 410 CE, they left Britain. After the Romans left, Britain had no strong government. Different tribes came from Europe, such as the Angles, Saxons, and Jutes. These tribes started to live in Britain and pushed the native people, the Celts, to the west. This time in history is called the Anglo-Saxon period. The Anglo-Saxons brought their own language, which slowly became English. They believed in many gods before becoming Christians. A man named Saint Augustine came from Rome in 597 CE to teach about Christianity. Many people accepted the new religion, and churches were built across the land. In the 9th century, new trouble came. The Vikings from Denmark and Norway attacked Britain. They were strong sailors and fighters. They stole, burned towns, and killed people. But they also started to live in parts of Britain. King Alfred the Great of Wessex fought the Vikings and made peace. He is known as one of the greatest kings in British history. By 1066, a new group from France, called the Normans, invaded Britain. Their leader, William the Conqueror, won the Battle of Hastings and became king. This battle changed Britain forever. The Normans built castles and spoke French. They started a new system called feudalism, where land was given to lords in exchange for service. Life in medieval Britain was hard. Most people were farmers. They worked for rich lords and had little freedom. The church was very powerful. People believed strongly in God and feared going to hell. There were knights, castles, and battles between lords. But over time, things began to change. In 1215, a group of lords forced King John to sign a document called the Magna Carta. It said the king must obey the law. This was the beginning of democracy in Britain. The idea that no one, not even the king, is above the law became important. In the 1300s, Britain suffered from the Black Death, a terrible disease that killed millions. Many villages were empty, and there were fewer workers. This gave the poor more power. They started to ask for better pay and rights. Slowly, the feudal system started to break. In the 1400s, a series of wars known as the Wars of the Roses took place between two royal families, the House of York and the House of Lancaster. These wars ended when Henry Tudor became king. He started the Tudor dynasty and became Henry VII. His son, Henry VIII, is one of the most famous kings in history. He had 6 wives and started the Church of England because the Pope refused to allow him to divorce. This was the beginning of the Protestant Reformation in Britain. People were no longer required to follow the Roman Catholic Church. After Henry VIII, his daughter Elizabeth I became queen. She ruled for 45 years and is known as one of the greatest monarchs. During her time, Britain grew strong. William Shakespeare wrote famous plays. Sir Francis Drake sailed around the world. Britain started to look beyond its borders. In the 1600s, Britain faced big problems. King Charles I tried to rule without parliament. This led to the English Civil War. The king's army fought against Parliament's army. In the end, Charles was captured and killed. Britain became a republic for a short time under Oliver Cromwell. After Cromwell died, the monarchy returned. But things were not the same. The power of the king was reduced. Parliament became stronger. This was the start of constitutional monarchy, where the king or queen shares power with elected leaders. In the 1700s, Britain became a powerful country. It had colonies in America, Africa, and Asia. This was the time of the British Empire. British ships sailed across the world. Trade brought great wealth, but also led to slavery and exploitation. In 1776, the American colonies declared independence. Britain lost the American War of Independence. But the empire continued to grow in other parts of the world, especially in India, Australia, and Africa. In the 1800s, Britain changed fast. This was the time of the Industrial Revolution. New machines, factories, and steam engines were invented. People moved from villages to cities. Life was hard for many, with long hours and low pay. But inventions also made life easier over time. Queen Victoria ruled during this period. Her time as queen is called the Victorian era. Britain became the richest and most powerful country in the world. The British Empire covered 1/4 of the world. But there were also problems like child labor, poverty, and class differences. In the 1900s, the world changed again. In 1914, World War I began. Britain fought with France and Russia against Germany. Millions died. After the war, people wanted peace and better lives. In 1939, World War II began. Adolf Hitler and Nazi Germany attacked many countries. Britain, led by Winston Churchill, fought back. London was bombed, but people stayed strong. In 1945, the war ended, and Britain was one of the winners. But the country was tired and poor. After the war, the British Empire started to break. Many countries, like India, became independent. Britain changed from an empire to a group of friendly nations called the Commonwealth. In the second half of the 20th century, Britain became more modern. The National Health Service, NHS, was started to give free healthcare. More people got education, jobs, and homes. New music, like the Beatles, became famous around the world. In 1973, Britain joined the European Union, EU. But many people were not happy. In 2016, a vote called the Brexit referendum was held. The people chose to leave the EU. In 2020, Britain officially left. Today, Britain is a modern and diverse country. It has people from many cultures and religions. It still has a king, but real power lies with Parliament and the Prime Minister. Britain faces new challenges like climate change, economy, and global politics. But it also has a long history of change, growth, and strength. From stone tools to space missions, from kings and queens to common people, the story of Britain is long and rich. It teaches us that history is not just about dates and battles. It's about people who lived, worked, dreamed, and made the world we know today.